Landing off a soft thud, Clary winced, expecting Rufus to bark, waking her sleeping grandmother. Letting out a sigh of relief that Rufus was still asleep, Claire continued on her way. For 3 days now, every night another person had disappeared. All of them had vanished without a trace, leaving no record of their existence behind, apart from one drop of blood on the statue in the museum, the statue of Cerberus. The statue had arrived in town 9 days ago, and Claire was sure it was the cause of the disappearances, for everyone who had been taken was inside the museum at night. Suddenly tensing, Claire turned around, expecting to see a police officer, or worse, her grandmother. Looking up and down the street, the only thing Claire could see was a small hedgehog looking up at her a few paces away. Turning round, she realised she was nearly at the museum. Claire desperately tried to remember all she could about Cerberus. He is the god of the underworld, loyal companion to Hades, has 3 heads, and he eats human flesh. Suddenly having the odd thought that this wasn't such a good idea, Claire turned on her heel only to see the strange little hedgehog staring up at her, with something in his eyes almost begging her to keep going. For some unexplained reason, she did. Claire turned, walked up the steps, and was about to climb in a window when the door opened. Peering inside, the darkness started to suck her in like a black hole to unknown terrors. Once inside, the dark, musty smell washed over her like a wave. Gone was the normal vanilla smell of the museum. Replacing it was the smell of death. Hearing the door slam shut behind her, Claire knew she was trapped. Gingerly taking a step forward, Claire made her way to the exhibit. After going through the Romans and the Egyptians, she finally found the Greek gods hall. Hades was at the very back. She knew that from her previous visits, but this time she had a strange feeling she wouldn't be coming back again. After what seemed like hours, Claire stumbled up to the exhibit, trying to find the statue. Claire frowned. She knew where the statue was, and it wasn't on the pillar. Hearing a low growl from behind her, Claire suddenly tried to hug the floor. Not ducking fast enough, Claire received a long cut on her arm, which sprang forward a single drop of blood, landing on the foot of the dog-like creature in front of her. Claire did the only thing she could think of. She ran. Out of the Greek exhibits, past the Middle Ages, and all the way to the back entrance. She ran until she was at the back entry that she just remembered was locked. Feeling the beast's hot breath on her neck, Claire slowly turned, finally accepting the fact. Claire was that night's prey.